Hi, Patty. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Wonderful. You're here this week at the Kushi Institute to do our week-long Way to Health program.
Yes.
And what has your experience been so far?
Well, it's been very positive. It's very informative. It's jam-packed. You learn a lot. And there's a lot of different classes that you take. You watch a lot of cooking demonstrations, which helped me. I've been here once before for a weekend. I had breast cancer and I came, and when I left, I just ate macrobiotic for the last 4 or 5 months. But I decided to come back to really learn how to cook. I felt I was very limited just because that's how I was, and I just couldn't see beyond that. But coming back really helped me understand more, and when you know better, you do better. So that's really why I came, and I loved it. I'm still having a great time. The people are lovely. The food is delicious, and the classes are very well organized and very informative. And they help you. They answer your questions. Even if you're taking class about something and your question's just a little off from the topic, they're still able to answer and help you continue on your way.
That's great. So this week, during the week-long Way to Health, you've been having classes that are in the lecture format and cooking demos and cooking classes as well, and hands-on cooking classes as well?
Yes, the hands-on will be tomorrow. We have a whole morning of hands-on cooking.
Okay.
But sometimes it's easier to watch because then you just sit and you take notes and you really get an understanding of what's going on.
That's great. And you were actually here, you said, in the fall for a breast cancer workshop weekend?
Yes, it was actually August I was here.
Okay, great. And have you found that coming back for our week-long program has enhanced your understanding of the macrobiotic diet and lifestyle?
Yes, it has. And not only it's enhanced it and expanded it. There's so many facets to it. You think it's just, you just don't eat dairy, you don't do this, or you do this. But there's more to it. It's a whole lifestyle. And once you start living the lifestyle, it makes it easier. The diet becomes simpler. It becomes easier to understand or figure out what you should or should not be mixing together. It becomes more natural the more you immerse yourself in it. And
I love the way you described it, that it not only enhanced your understanding, but expanded your awareness.
Right.
That's great. And how did you find out about macrobiotics? How did you become interested in studying macrobiotics and starting to practice macrobiotics in your daily life?
I had a friend who knew somebody 25, 30 years ago who had breast cancer, and she had had a mastectomy, and then she had a large tumor in her stomach, and they gave her a 50-50 shot, he told me, and she started macrobiotic eating, and she cured herself, this lady. And he said it's very healthy, and he had read the cookbook a long time ago, and all he could remember was her last name was Kushi. But he said, if you look up macrobiotic, you'll find it. And sure enough, I looked up macrobiotic, and the second line down was the Kushi Institute. And I clicked on it, and there was a breast cancer awareness weekend, 10 days later, and I was here. And I haven't really looked back. I cooked for everybody this holiday because we had Thanksgiving, we had Christmas, and I never ate off the diet. I never missed it. I thought, it's going to be hard. I'm Italian. And it really wasn't. I had salad, I had fish, I ate it, and I was satisfied, and I didn't feel alienated. And that's very difficult because most people, maybe your families would join in, maybe they won't, but you have to take care of yourself. So to be with people and not feel like, I wish I could have something, but to feel satisfied with what you eat and know that what you're eating is the right thing for your body, it makes it very simple. And it was a pretty simple transition for me.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you've been satisfied with the macrobiotic diet in terms of you're nourishing your body well, and you're not feeling deprived.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Any surprises this week during your week-long Way to Health program?
I thought, because some of the dishes that we learned this week, they did teach us in the breast cancer weekend because they're good for people who have breast cancer to eat certain things. So I thought, they're going to teach that. But you know, it was so much better the second time around, because then I was able to really understand and grasp what the objective was behind making the dish, and how it really should taste. So it made it easier. It kind of reinforced everything I had learned, and then brought it past that point for me.
That's great.
And that was
So it really, coming back for this week-long Way to Health really deepened your knowledge of macrobiotics.
Yes.
Wonderful. And how about a favorite macro dish this week? Either served by the kitchen or something that was prepared in a cooking classes, something that really strikes you.
The first night I had the soybean stew, and I thought that was outstanding. I have to say, I like that. I like the black bean soup that we had. That was very good. All the food, I mean, I love all the food, so it's even nicer when you come here and you don't have to cook it for yourself.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Patty.
You're welcome.